Hello everyone and welcome back to another Lost Ark video. So today I'm going to talk about news. So we have basically got a March update and we also got a top issues update. Also, by the way, I'm just going to go through the news. I have already read it for you, so you don't need to sit down and read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you the highlights and give you all the top answers that you're seeing through in these articles. So we're just going to go quickly through it and then you will have answers on all the news suddenly. So let's start with the March update. Basically, they're giving us an update on the March new content that we're getting in March. They also have telling us that we're going to get a roadmap very soon. So soon we will get probably a roadmap telling us how the year's gonna look like. So when are we gonna get new classes, when are we gonna get new raids, new dungeons, stuff like that. So that's very cool. So our roadmap is coming very soon. Also in March, we're getting the next story episode called Kadan, which is including History and Illusion Bamboo Islands. It's also going to give you us, the next main campaign, which basically require you to complete Yawn. So you have to complete Yawn, and then it will unlock, new content, which will recommend you to have an gear score on 1100. But it's also going to unlock new islands, the new next campaign, which has cinematics and new voices, returning characters, stuff like that. It sounds pretty cool. So basically the next story episode is coming. Also, we are getting the first Abyss raid, which is a boss called Argos, which is a big deer, which I like because, my profile picture is a deer. But he's the first Abyss raid we're going to face, and he's actually an 8-player raid. So it's basically like Guardian raids, where you're basically 4 people hunting down a monster. But in this one, you're actually 8 people, 8 people who are going to face these monsters, which is pretty cool. I am really excited to try this out, and probably going to play with my guild and get a pre-made team and stuff like that. But again, this is not everything we're going to get for March. They have more coming to us, but at the moment they just wanted to tease this with these 2 things with us, and then after that we're going to get probably even more. But again, they're going to come out with a roadmap very soon. Also, on the top issues they have right now, they just wanted to kind of update us. So on the first one, they're talking about crystalline aura, where some people didn't have the aura. They basically saying this is fixed and everyone should have the crystalline aura now, and it should not disappear all the time again. They also talk about Europe West crystalline aura attendance event plus rewards. There was some kind of an error bug where people could get up to 352 days of crystalline aura. They're not gonna basically ban people who actually misused the system and got all the days. Basically they're gonna let them be there, but it sounds like they're gonna do something behind the scenes that might gonna remove some of the days on your account. So yeah, just a fun issue on Europe West server. Also, they are right now focusing a lot on matchmaking issues. This is one of the top priorities they have right now. They think they have a long-term solution already now, but they're testing it right now. So we might get a solution soon, which is going to fix all the matchmaking issues. Also, they're going to nerf Guardian raids and episode dungeons. Basically, they're saying down here that some of the content only 10% people are able to actually complete. So they take all the matches and then they say, okay, how many completed, how many failed? Oh shit, only 10% people actually completed, some of this content, which is not really good because all this content here they're nerfing is early game content. This is the content which is going to introduce you to the game. It's going to make you be happy for the game. But if you already get faced in the start of the game with no, you're too bad to play this game, go away, then people is going to quit. So I'm actually fair with they're going to nerf this content and make it easier for people to enjoy the first kind of dungeons, raids in the game. And then of course, longer on in the game, tier 3, 4, 5, and so on, it's going to be harder, which I can respect. So basically, these Guardian raids you can see in the picture here, on this here, these Guardian raids is going to get nerfed, and these episode dungeons are going to get nerfed. So, but I respect it. I think it's fine that they're going to help people. Also, they are really focusing right now on getting even more filters in and stuff like that for kicking gold sellers and spammers, and they're basically saying that each of the gold sellers and spammers only have 10 minutes account, and then it gets banned. So that's pretty good. And also they really like people to right click on them, hold control, right click and report them, because that's helping a lot. Regarding downtime in the future, they are in a position right now where they need to have a lot of downtimes putting out a lot of maintenance, and they have to do it in odd hours where maybe some of your gaming hours is going to disappear. That is still going on right now, but they have promised that once they actually have the game in a stable way with, enough content and it's stable, then they're gonna stop doing it and put it out at hours where people are not playing anyway, So the downtime right now is annoying, but trust me, soon it will be much, much better. Ongoing store issues, they have seen that over the last week that a lot of people is now having a store that actually works, but still some people still have problems with claiming their product inventory. Still some items are like missing in the product inventory, and some other store issues. I have to say personally, I have no issues with my store right now, so it has to be some kind of like server or some region that has still these problems, but no problem at my end. This is also what they are waiting on right now. They want to add more skins to the shop, but they kind of want to make sure that the shop works for everyone before they add it. So we're basically waiting on them to fix this issue before we're going to get new, skins in the shop. Also, they're talking about the Europe Central server queues that, again, they cannot increase the server capacity, they cannot add more servers. They're basically trying to push people to either leave the game or go to Europe West, so the queue can be smaller on Europe Central. But I have to actually admit, today I have almost had no queue. I logged in this evening, no queue. I logged in mid of the day, I had like 1 hour queue, and in the morning I had like 5-minute queue. So the queue is not really bad anymore on Europe Central, I would say. Like 1 hour is like, that's fine. The one where you had like 6 hours, that's horrible. But today the queue was actually fine. So, but still, they're of course still looking to see what they can do. But it sounds like, no. And also they're going to talk about a bit about like the Twitch drops. If you already have got the Twitch drops on Europe Central, then you can also get the Twitch drops over to Europe West. So, because they have already given you the founder items on West. So now they're also going to help you with getting the Twitch drops over there. But that is kind of like the main topics for the news today, like the new content. We're going to get soon a roadmap and the top issues. So pretty cool, I have to admit. So it's nice to see that Amazon is finally opening up their mouth and, giving us some updates about the game. So I look really forward to seeing the roadmap, and I'm of course going to make a video once we get the roadmap, and I will be going through all the details about it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you appreciated this very fast like news break for you about all the news that we're going to get, instead of just reading it for you. So thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more Lost Ark content, because that's what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, bye.